are you doing, my friend? Today I have something to tell you. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. This quote highlights the idea that happiness is not something that can be handed to us, but rather it is a state of being that we create through our own actions and decisions. The greatest happiness you can have is knowing that you do not necessarily require happiness. This message suggests that true happiness comes from being content with oneself and not depending on external circumstances or material possessions to feel happy. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. This quote reminds us that our thoughts and beliefs shape our experiences and ultimately determine our level of happiness. Happiness is a warm puppy. This quote emphasizes the simple pleasures in life and how something as small as a warm puppy can bring us immense happiness. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Happiness is not something you postpone for the future. It is something you design for the present. This quote emphasizes the importance of living in the present moment and actively designing our lives to bring us happiness. It reminds us that we shouldn't wait for happiness to come to us, but rather, we should actively create it in our daily lives. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. This quote reminds us that happiness can be contagious when we make an effort to bring joy and positivity to others. It often has a positive impact on our own happiness as well. Happiness is not the absence of problems. It's the ability to deal with them. This one emphasizes the importance of resilience and the ability to overcome challenges in order to find happiness. It reminds us that life will always have its ups and downs, but our ability to navigate them is what ultimately leads to happiness. Happiness is not a goal. It's a byproduct of a life well lived. This quote reminds us that happiness should not be our ultimate goal in life, but rather a result of living a life that is fulfilling and meaningful to us. The happiest people don't necessarily have the best of everything. They just make the best of everything they have. It is by the importance of gratitude and finding joy in the simple things in life. It reminds us that happiness is not about having everything we want, but rather appreciating what we already have. Happiness is not something you can find. It is something that finds you. This one reminds us that happiness is not something that can be sought out or chased after, but rather something that comes to us when we least expect it. It is often found in unexpected moments and experiences. The greatest happiness you can have is knowing that you do not necessarily require happiness. This quote reminds us that true happiness comes from within. and is not dependent on external factors, when we are content with ourselves and our lives, we are more likely to experience lasting happiness.